He's a great finisher. I think he's the best finisher in boxing. He's Joe Louis, he's Mike Tyson, he's Jack Dempsey. Three of the greatest finishers in the history of the sport. He's all of them.
You still watch boxing now? You're still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because boxing is my passion, so that's why I enjoy watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian like Naoya. I know
Amazing fighter.
Yeah, he's a good fighter.
If you've been following boxing recently, you've likely heard the name Naoya Inoue. If not, it's time to get familiar. Known as the Monster, Inoue is dominating the sport, leaving fans and opponents in sheer awe. Unbeaten, incredibly skilled, and with knockout power that could rival a heavyweight, Inoue is making everyone wonder, how does he make it all look so effortless?
Oh yeah, I like Naoya. Before he became here, I teach him in Japan.
Really?
Naoya, if he's thinking to moving up in weight division, I hope that I can teach him and supervise his workout and training. We can do that.
So you want to train him?
I wanna train him and supervise his training, or if he wants to moving up to higher weight division.
What did you think about his last performance? What did you think about his last performance?
Fantastic. It's a good performance. Fast, quick, strong.
Even boxing legends, men who fought through countless battles and understand what it takes to succeed, can't help but rave about Naoya Inoue. So why does he instill fear in his opponents? It's not just his skill, it's the complete package. He's got the power, speed, intelligence, and mental toughness to dominate anyone who steps into the ring. On top of that, there's the psychological edge. Fighters know they're not facing just a boxer, they're facing a monster. Can anyone stop him? Right now, it doesn't seem like anyone has the tools to do so. Inoue isn't just beating opponents, he's making it look effortless. Even the top contenders in his weight class appear like underdogs against him. Naoya Inoue isn't just a great fighter, he's a generational talent, reshaping the meaning of dominance in boxing. The praise from legends like Mike Tyson, Manny Pacquiao, and Floyd Mayweather isn't just hype. It's recognition of a truly special fighter.
Inoue, Inoue deserves to be in the power. Absolutely. I think he's a hell of a fighter. I won't take no away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook. It's okay. That's boxing. You're supposed to. You're supposed to take it from the playbook.
When boxing legend and former world champion Shawn Porter speaks, the boxing world listens. Recently, Porter shared his thoughts on Naoya Inoue, and his glowing praise has only added to the hype surrounding the Japanese sensation. Inoue's meteoric rise, dominant performances, and electrifying style have captivated both fans and fighters. However, it was his most recent performance that truly left Porter in awe. The former welterweight champion praised Inoue's confidence and even suggested that Inoue could become the next Manny Pacquiao, an icon who transcended borders and became a global boxing legend. Confidence is often the defining factor between great fighters and truly elite ones. During his recent fight, Inoue showcased a level of self-assurance that Porter couldn't help but admire. Reflecting on Inoue's approach, Porter noted that it was clear Inoue was operating at the top of his game, exuding confidence. He remarked that performing such moves early in a match usually indicates the opponent has already been broken down. Porter observed that Inoue seemed fully aware of his abilities, executing his moves with precision and certainty.
Now you know you're a bad boy.
Yep.
When you at the top of when you at the tippy top and you pulling that kind of stuff off this early, usually you want to know your opponent is broken down before you do those kind of those things. And I was like, yo, the man's confident. You know exactly what he's designed to do.
What Shawn Porter was highlighting wasn't just Naoya Inoue's technical prowess, but his ability to take calculated risks early in the fight. Instead of waiting to methodically break down his opponent, Inoue displayed an almost audacious confidence in his strategy and execution, proving that he operates on a completely different level. This kind of mental strength is rare in boxing. While power, speed, and skill are essential, it's the self-belief to execute risky moves at the highest level of competition that sets Inoue apart. Porter went even further, predicting that Inu could become the next Manny Pacquiao, not just in terms of skill, but in how he might captivate audiences worldwide. He believes Inu, along with Isaac Cruz, could be the next foreign fighter to resonate with the American audience. Porter envisions Inu not necessarily moving up multiple weight classes, but as someone who is highly explosive, eye-catching, and appealing both in and outside the ring.
I thought that between Isaac Cruz and Inoue, we might have the next fighter, foreign fighter, for the sake of word, who could translate to the American audience. I do believe that is. I think Inoue is the next Manny Pacquiao. Not at that going all the way up the weight class, but someone who's extremely explosive, eye-catching, and also inviting to who he is as a fighter and as a person. It could be him, so I'm looking forward to it.
Like Manny Pacquiao in his prime, Naoya Inoue is a firecracker in the ring. His lightning-fast combinations and devastating power leave opponents reeling and fans on the edge of their seats. But Pacquiao's appeal went beyond his fighting style. His relatability, humility, and approachability made him a beloved figure. Porter sees similar qualities in Inoue, not just as a boxing star, but as a potential global ambassador for the sport. Pacquiao united international audiences, and while Inoue has already achieved superstar status in Japan, his electrifying performances and growing fan base in the US suggest he's on a similar path. Inoue's potential to become the next Manny Pacquiao isn't just about his boxing. It's about his ability to connect with fans worldwide. Inoue is explosive, calculated, and entertaining, a rare combination. He doesn't just win fights, he dominates them in spectacular fashion. Fans don't just watch his fights, they experience them. Like Pacquiao, Inoue carries himself with humility outside the ring, staying grounded and respectful despite his dominance, making him a role model for aspiring fighters and an appealing figure for fans. Breaking into the US market has historically been a challenge for international fighters, but Inoue's thrilling performances have already earned him recognition in America. Porter's comments highlight how well Inoue's style and persona translate to a global audience. It's not just about reaching the top, it's about staying there, and Inoue has shown he's more than capable of dominating across multiple weight classes, much like Pacquiao did throughout his career. When a legend like Manny Pacquiao, an 8th Division world champion and one of the greatest boxers of all time, praises a fighter, the boxing world takes notice. In a recent interview with former super middleweight champion Carl Froch, Pacquiao expressed his admiration for Inoue, calling him an amazing fighter and expressing hope for his continued success across weight divisions. When Froch asked if Pacquiao still followed boxing after retiring, the Filipino icon confirmed that his passion for the sport remains strong. Despite stepping away from professional competition, Pacquiao remains a fan, mentor, and inspiration to fighters worldwide. When asked if he had a favorite active fighter, Pacquiao didn't hesitate to name Inoue, praising his skills and potential. These words carry significant weight, given Pacquiao's unmatched experience and deep understanding of what it takes to succeed at the highest levels of boxing. Clips. As boxing fans continue to debate potential matchups and pound-for-pound rankings, few comparisons spark as much excitement as the prospect of a showdown between Gervonta Tank Davis and Naoya, the monster Inoue. Both fighters dominate their respective divisions with explosive styles, and Davis has been candid about his views on Inoue's abilities and the possibility of facing him in the future. In a recent interview, Davis was asked about his thoughts on Inoue, considering their parallel rise in the pound-for-pound rankings over the years. Davis admitted that he had only become a fan of Inoue in the past couple of years, but expressed deep admiration for his skill set. He described Inoue as a fighter who possesses the complete package, highlighting that Inoue is undoubtedly one of the most well-rounded fighters in the sport. This acknowledgement is significant, as Davis himself is considered one of the most complete fighters in boxing. For a fighter of his caliber to recognize Inoue's technical prowess, power, and versatility speaks volumes about the Japanese champion's abilities. When asked about the possibility of a future fight between them, Davis expressed skepticism, downplaying the likelihood of such a matchup. He stated that he didn't see himself fighting Inoue, calling the idea a stretch and reiterating that he honestly didn't believe it would happen. Davis' reluctance may stem from the significant weight difference between the two, as Inoue has risen through lighter divisions, while Davis has built his career in heavier classes like lightweight and super lightweight, making a matchup between them a logistical challenge. In a separate interview, Davis was asked about the potential for a future fight at a catchweight. His response was both respectful and analytical. While Davis entertained the idea, he acknowledged the challenges, noting that such a fight would be highly technical and fun. However, he also expressed confidence that he would likely be too big for Inoue. Davis described the hypothetical matchup as a dream fight, emphasizing the technical brilliance both fighters would bring to the ring. Despite his excitement about the prospect, he reiterated the size disparity between them, suggesting that his physical advantage might be too much for Inoue to overcome.